Daro kurosasania tokurudarite. Shavakurumasi ari tokurushadeni yadata. Miharo kurasasa ariteke shavakurumuso. When we are here now in this moment, present, conscious, alive, aware, seeing God's grace in everything we are doing, allowing God's grace to come through us as us, right? We are that essence, we are that truth, we are that peace, we are that divinity. God's love is us. That's who we are. That's what we are doing. That's why we are here. We are here to be God's love. We are here to be God's grace. We are here to be God's peace in whatever we're doing. And whatever we find our way in the world, expressing ourselves in the world, this is what we're here to do. We're here to be the expression of God's grace, of God's love, of God's truth, and of God's divinity, because that is the very essence of our core. It is the very essence of our soul. No matter who we are, where we are, why we are, that's who we are. We are all that very essence of God's truth within our being. So we come here to be that. We come here to experience that. We come here to feel that. And we come here to know that. This is why we are here. We're expressing ourselves as God's love. We're expressing ourselves as God's grace. We're expressing ourselves as God's truth and God's divinity. So I wanted to talk to you today about money. Why do I want to talk to you today about money? Because money seems to be revealing itself in all kinds of different ways these days, right? People are exposing money and things that people are doing for money and different ways that people are making money, and people are debunking myths about money, and money is being revealed, isn't it? So what does that mean? What does that mean when we reveal money, when we reveal the truth about money? What is money? So what is money, right? Just think about it for a minute. What is money? There's so many belief systems around money. There's so many things that are being seen and heard and expressed and discussed about money. So what is the truth about money? What do you feel about money? When I bring up the word money, right? What does that feel like to you? What are you feeling when I say money? Is there some kind of anchor in the world? So when I say money, is there an anchor somewhere in the world for you? What would that anchor be? What does money express to you? What does money mean to you? How does money feel to you? So what is an anchor? Where does money pull you? Where does money make your thoughts go when you think about it? Does it pull you to a bank account? Does it pull you to a family? Does it pull you to a system of encouragement and love and light? Does it pull you to energy that's dark and heavy? Where does money pull you when you think about it? What is your anchor to money? Where does it anchor you? So that's a real quiet question. It's something that we really need to sit with and be quiet with. And really see, where is it pulling me? Where is it anchoring me? Where am I anchored in my feelings about money and my thoughts about money? So let's just look for a minute. Let's just say the word money. And what are the thoughts that arise for you when we say the word money? I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to look at that one. I don't want to see that one. Let's talk about something else. Or, yeah, let's make lots of it. Let's have lots of money. Let's have lots of fun with money. Or it's just something we have to do to survive. We just have to get money, as much money as we can, in whatever way we can to survive in this world. And it's just what we have to do. And it's just the way this world works. Where are you anchored? Where are your thoughts anchored in money? Are there religious values centered around money? Money's good, money's bad. There's always the money's the root of all evil, right? Money's the root of all evil, or money's the source of all goodness. Where are you anchored with money? Where are your thoughts anchored with money? If I have lots of money, I should give it all away. What is that? What is that, and what is money? So look deeply at your thoughts and your feelings about money. And just let it sit there. Just let it sit there right in your heart center. Let the word money sit right in your heart center. There's so much changing right now in the financial system in the world. So lots of people are having lots of different thoughts and lots of different feelings about money, right? And we could pick this direction to go or that direction to go, because there are a lot of opinions out there right now, right? In which direction we should be pulling our thoughts. But what is your thought about money? What's your deepest thought and your deepest feeling in love? From the love place within you, what are your thoughts about money? And we can't just debunk it and ignore it, right? Because it's our system of payment at the moment. So it's something that does have to be looked at and felt and energized or de-energized, right? So when we look in the heart, I can feel a lot of avoidance. There's a feeling of avoidance. Let's not take it there. Let's not go there with it. It's just money. We don't need to bring it in to the heart space. But can you see that that's an avoidance of what really needs to be seen and looked at and felt and heard? So does the feeling about money have a voice inside of you that wants to be heard? What does it want to say to you? What does it want to express to you? What is money telling you about itself? How were you raised around money? What was the feeling of money in your family, in your household? Was money around? Was it easy? Was it effortless? Was there always money when you needed it? To do what you wanted to do, when you wanted to do it, how you wanted to do it? Was there a lack of money? So the things that wanted to be done couldn't be done? Or the things that wanted to be had couldn't be had? Were there belief systems around money? Money comes easily and effortlessly. It flows like water. It's always there when we need it. Or we have to work really hard for money. It's not something that's easy. We have to work really hard for it. What are those belief systems? Can you recognize that they're just belief systems? They're just belief systems. So if your family had a certain belief system around money, chances are you're harboring some of those belief systems around money, right? Unless you've really dug in and really done the work. So what are those belief systems that we're holding about money? Can we dig in really deep and look and see? When my parents talked about money, how did they feel? Were they bright and airy and joyful? Or was it always a dark and dirty subject? Uncomfortable? Dig into the feelings and the thoughts about it. Where does it take you in your heart? Do you find yourself wanting to avoid it? Let's not look at this right now. Let's go somewhere else. Let's just go think positive thoughts and allow the money to flow in. I don't want to go there with it. So why don't we allow ourselves just to see what's there? Just to see. It doesn't have to be any more than that. Let's just see what's there. Let's just see what's implanted in us around the belief systems of money. Do we have to do things we don't want to do to get money? Right? Do we have to go to work every day to get money? I don't want to go to work today. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I want to quit my job, right? Do we have belief systems that we have to do what we don't want to do to get money? That's a belief system. It's not true. It's a belief system. So let's distinguish the truth from belief, right? What is the truth? The absolute truth. You know the absolute truth within your being if you really tune into it. So if you have the belief that you have to go to work for money and do things you don't want to do for money, and that's just the way it is until you retire or die or whatever, win the lottery, is that true? Is that really, really, really true? So let's look. Let's look, let's look, let's look. The truth of our being is the truth of ourself, the truth of our divine self, the truth of the aspect of God that is within us at all times. What does that truth tell us about money? Do I have to do something that I don't like, that I don't approve of? To pay for an education for my children? To provide food and shelter? It's such a painful reality, isn't it? And it doesn't have to be that way. So let's start looking at the exposure of the truth in the world right now. What are people saying? What's coming forth right now? You don't have to live like that. It doesn't have to be that way. That's not the truth. It's not the truth. So the more of us turn into our truth and find our truth and realize our truth and expect that truth to be what walks us through life, the more we're all going to teach each other, and the more we're all going to start feeling and realizing that we don't have to live that way. Not only do we not have to live that way, but there's going to be a point where we are forced to look so deeply within ourselves that we will no longer be able to live that way. So there are those who demand that we must live that way because that's the way it's always been. But they will be forced either by leaving their bodies or by having a big jolt. They will be forced at some time to look at the truth. The truth is that within our own being, we all have that part of ourself that is the truth of our divine being. And the truth of our divine being wants to do what it wants to do, when it wants to do it, how it wants to do it, in the way that it wants to do it. And the more that we allow that aspect of us to be what comes forth in the world, the more we start to see the solutions presenting themselves to us. So that yes, we can do what we love. We can be who we want to be. We can see who we want to see. We can feel the way that we want to feel. What if we got up every morning joyfully receiving the day into our heart space and knowing that what we were presenting that day was what we came here to present and the way that we came here to present it. And beautifully we're provided for, right? Beautifully we're given what we need. What if that's how we lived each and every day? Inspired by the source within our being to be gracefully receiving what is ours already. Can we see that within our being? Can we accept that within our being? Can we know the truth within our being? Let's expose the lies of society. The lies of society say we don't get what we want, right? Unless we go out and do something we don't want to do that's not right for us. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie, and you know deep within your heart space that it's a lie. So I encourage you to tune in more and more deeply to who you truly are and find that voice within you that knows the truth of your being and knows that we do not have to live in the way that the society has been living. We are waking up to a new time, to a new energy, to a new grace, to a new way of being. And the more that we allow that way of being to come forth from within us, the more we are allowing other people to also realize that within their own being. And whether we gracefully receive that energy into us or we're jolted into another way of being, it's going to come to fruition. It's going to come to play. Because that's where we're going right now. That's how things are opening up right now. That's how things are being exposed right now. We are exposing the grace of our own truth. And by exposing the grace of our own truth, all of these things are going to be revealed. The things that have not been true are going to be false. We're going to see them as false. Things are going to open up and be shown in the false light that they've been, right? So do you want to be set up to work a life away, right? Work a life away and never do what you really love, never see who you really want to see, never experience what you really want to experience? No. We've come here to be divine, we've come here to be perfect, and we've come here to be free. Not just on Sunday morning, right? We've come here to live our entire life that way. Each and every day we wake up with that grace, with that peace, with that love, with that truth within our being. And then we live each and every day from that space within our truth. So today is your day to be free. Today is your day to be divine. Today is your day to expect grace to come to you in the form of money and all things free. Allow money to flow to you today. Allow the grace, God's divine grace, to come to you today. Allow everything that is yours to be in your energy, in your space of peace today. We are free. We are free. We are free. We are free. This exposure of society is now happening. So go deep within your being, find the truth of yourself, find the truth of your divinity, and see what works for you. See what the truth is within you. And say from that space, I now allow myself to be exactly who I am in this society. I now allow myself to be exactly who I want to be, who I've always known I could be, right? And I allow life to open up for me in that way. Beautiful, divine, perfect, loving, and free. We're just encouraging you to go into the truth of your own self, where all of these things are already known, already exposed, and already free. Motokoro Shavakaranasi, Ishtakoronuko, Utadana, Alayatakaraton Horoto, Isha Ishivakoromoto, Masi, Karanako, Shavakoromosi, Haratan, 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 Haratan. Yito tantarete, Ishtakuru, Arete, Otan, Arete, Shavo, Tan Harata, I Arato, Grunoto, Ishayano, Tarete Kamoto, Hi Haratam Ododo Shava Kronoto, Hi Harakaramoto, Komatete, Ti Koronotota Arete Keshovoto, Hi Hamoto. Arate, Aroto, Koroshitakaramate. See, what we're doing right now is allowing all the beings from all the races, from all the species, right? In our whole star system, everywhere, they're all coming in and saying, wake up. Open your eyes, be aware, be free, right? Wake up, open your eyes, be aware, be free. They're all here to assist us in this energy transformation at this time. So open your eyes, be awake, be aware, and be free. And we love you. And we will be back. We love you, we love you, we love you. Kurotana karete. Shavakanante arietokrosha amhara ala. Danato oroko. Bete. Miata. Pesto. Kiran.